review what we've learnt so far. Display price, and we're going to say equals to true. So this is a Boolean variable. We just assigned it true, and I'm going to do a quick if condition. Display price. So if display price is true, then execute what's within the curly brace. And here we're just going to close the PHP code. So this is the block for the PHP. We'll close it here, and we're going to do a bit of HTML. This is just to do a table. So what we do, we use the tag table as here. Border gives it the thickness of the border around the table, and then we're going to do a cell padding equals to 4. That's just the padding within the cell itself. Don't worry if you don't remember all these things, it just comes with practice. And then cell spacing, the spacing within the cell itself, 4. Okay, so that's the first, another tag there for within HTML. So now we're coding in HTML, and we're going to do TR, which stands for table row, and TD stands for table down, which is the column. So this is the rows, start a row, new row, and this is a column, number of columns. Okay, so every time I do TD, it starts another column, and I'm going to put column span, col span equals, that's the width of the column itself, 3, and we're going to put a title, today's. Okay, we'll just close the column off now, and we close the row off. So that's done. We start another row and another column again, and we're not going to do any spanning at all. And I put let's say £14. We do another one, and we do £32 TD again. So we close the TD tag, and we close it once. We open it again. We'll just start a new line actually. Let's do it here, and we're going to put £71, and we'll do another TD. Close that. Okay, so we've done £71 now, and we're going to close off the whole entire row now. Just close it that way. Just put a little backslash in front, and we close the table off as well. Okay, so you notice I've written PHP here, I've written HTML here. Let's just start at the top as well, make it even more better. HTML. It's always nice to put some HTML tagging, and we put head at the top, and put title, put this is, and we close the title like so, close the head like so. So that's closed. Now we're going to do body, and we do that's the body there, and yep, that's it. So now we've got the bit of PHP, and now we'll close the excess PHP. We've done HTML here, and we're going to open up again. So if this condition is true, it will execute this code until it reaches the other curly brace, the closing curly brace. Okay, so we're closing here, and that's it. And we're going to do now let's just do a quick condition as well. Let's say else, that's else, and what shall we do? Say head, say put head for this will appear, and we're going to put HR4 again. That's just a heading size font, so it's quite large, but it's smaller than the H3 that we've used before. And so that's that finished, and we're now going to close the body. Close the body that way, and we close the HTML tags as well. Okay, so now we've closed all these tags, and as you can see, we've done a bit of a mix here. We've mixed HTML, and then we've started PHP, opened it up, closed it here, HTML here. If the condition is true, if the if condition is true, it will execute this. Else, we opened up again PHP. Else, if it's not true, it will execute that. Okay, open this up again, and do the curly brace, closing curly brace this time, and close it. So it will basically, it won't print that, it won't print this bit if that condition is true, but it will print all else. Okay, so that's done. We're going to save that as lesson 9. Save as, put lesson 9.php, and save, load Qt FTP, go right to the top, lesson 9, we're going to drag it across to here. So now it's completed, transferred. we're gonna open it, say no here, sorry, we're gonna edit, we edit it in here. Yep, so there you go, there's the code in Qt-FTP as well. So now we're gonna run it. Okay, so let's just go to Internet Explorer and then PHP lessons, and we're gonna put lesson 9. See how that will print out. This will appear if the condition is not met. So this has appeared, which means that basically that condition hasn't been met. And the reason why it hasn't been met is because we misspelled something. We put a T instead of a Y. So at least we've demonstrated that for you, and we click save again. Okay, so now we're going to refresh, and here you go, there's the total today's price in pounds, but the table hasn't come on. So we're just going to do another check here. What happened? Or did we forget table? Okay, again, this is spelled wrong. Border, that your misspelling. That's done. Transferred. Fresh. Here we go. Here's the border around the table. As you can see, we've got the prices. Today's price in pounds. I'm just going to do something very quickly as well. Let's say we want to put this in the center. So we're going to put a line equals center. Okay. And that should put it in the center. Let's just try now. Save. Okay. See. There we go. So there's today's price in pound centered. So it looks much neater. There's the little command here. So you put a line equals, and then you can put left, right, or center. So you can put any justification here. Right, so that's lesson 9. Now we're going to move on to lesson 10. Lesson 10 is dealing with functions. So we're going to start a new page here, and we're going to do a quick function example. We've covered functions in C. Now we're going to do functions in PHP. Okay, we'll open up the PHP tag, and we write function, and then we say big hello. So that's the name of the function. We're going to call it big hello, and we open the curly brace. We say echo, and we put H1, which is the largest header font, and we put hello and exclamation mark. Close the tag H1. That's done. And you put the quotation marks around it, semicolon, and we close off function curly brace. And now we're going to test it out. So we're going to say big hello brackets semicolon, and we're going to close the PHP tag. So purpose of this is we declared a function here called big hello, and all it's going to do is capitalize, right? So every time I call this function, it will say hello in very large font. Okay, in fact, let's just add something extra here. Every time it does that, I want it to start a new line as well. So we'll write BR here as well, and I'm gonna call it again. So now it's gonna have to basically print hello twice, one out after the other. Okay, oh, that's it. Okay, so now let's save that, save as, and we call this lesson 10, and we'll save. Saved. Oh, I forgot to do something important. I forgot to save it as PHP. Save as lesson 10, and you have to add right at the end .php at the end. Okay, so you save, go to here, and it should appear here. Here we go. Just go move to this tab and move it across to here. You can edit it here, so we can actually see it, see the code, and there's the code in Qt-FTP. We're gonna run it now. I'm going to change the 9 into a 10, press enter, and it's going to say hello, hello. Yep, that's done. We're now going to move on to